Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to Get Jacked. Now today, we're continuing off here in ARK, and we've got some important things to test out. So, they just added the new update, 265, and it actually changed quite a few things for PvP. Now, I want to go over and discuss all of the changes that they made for the update. That we'll do at the end. We're gonna tag team the end. The end, we're gonna fly over the new cool places that they've added in Ragnarok, and then we're also going to go over some of the minor changes and things that they made to PvP. Now, the first thing that I want to do though is test out the new turret settings. So I'm gonna be building a few turret towers. I want to test out the normal turret soakers because they added a new setting that allows turrets to target players off the back of dinos before even attacking the dinos. So that's going to change things a lot, I think, but I don't know, we'll find out. So what I want to do is set these up and we'll get going. Okay, so I've got pretty dope turret tower, if I do say so myself. I mean, I did build it, so I'm biased. I did not put plant species on it because, yes, plant species make a big difference when getting up to like a turret tower or something like that, but it's gonna make it so I can't see anything and we don't know what's going on. So just keep in mind that if you're attacking somebody's turret tower, there will be plant species and it'll be a lot harder than this. So this is what we're gonna go with for this. Quite a few turrets. I didn't want it to go overkill and put like a ridiculous amount, but this is the new setting that I was kind of touching on. So we've got only, they changed how it's worded, by the way, but also we've got only survivors and mounted creatures separate from the only survivors and tamed creatures. So that's actually a different setting, as well as this only survivors, which is going to shoot players off of the back of the dino. Now the Tuso is kind of goofy, and it shows you on top, but I'm wondering if you actually do get shot off the back of this one. So I'm going to find a place to park this. I also built a smaller tower here so we can test out the... It's going to be hard for me to change all the settings on that one. That one we'll test out at the end when we figured out some of the things with this smaller one. This is also a bit shorter, so I want to see if golems maybe get shot from the top of larger turret towers and if the height of them matters. I'm not sure. So that's what I want to see. I've got our normal like turret soakers, a Bronto, I don't use a trike, that's not normal, but I've got that over here just because maybe its face will block your face or something, help you out. I'm not sure. I've got the turtle and then the Bronto. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unclaim these. I'm going to get that turret tower all set up to fire, and we should be all set to go. Get this beam of light out of the way. It was bugging me. Alright, so we've got our turtle. This is the first up. We'll see now. Well, I've got the turret tower set to normal as you would players and tames. So this is the normal players and tames that people, I guess, would leave their stuff on when they shouldn't, because you should really only have it on only players anyway. And that what that normally meant was that only things ridden by players would get shot. So it looks like the changes to the turrets have not changed in general. It will not just shoot you off of your turtle any quicker. I mean, I'm getting hit by a couple, as you would expect, but you can easily just walk right in and out. That was a weird noise. Okay. And we're out. So, yeah, you can just walk easily in and out. This is normal turret settings, just as you would have normally expected. But now, let's try it with the new settings. I'm going to change all these turrets to only survivors, and we'll see what they do. I figured before I changed all the settings on those turrets, we would bring it over here, and I just wanted to see if I get shot off of my turtle, because those ones are really high up above me. Oh, I thought my player would definitely get shot. Doesn't really seem to be. It actually shoots the player off of the back of the turtle. I would say less now, just on players and tamed creatures, because I feel like I would have died from that if I rolled up to a turret tower like that originally, but I don't know. Let's get those all changed around. Okay, all turrets changed to only survivors. Okay, I may have played around with it a bit. I had to test it out, and as you can tell from my broken armor, I did not survive. Okay, so what we need to do... Wait. No. Seriously. Well, there you have it. It shot me right off the back of the turtle. Okay, let me let me reset. Jesus. All right, very scientific test number 3, I think. I don't even know the number. That's This is a good start. Okay, so we will. That is not what I'm looking for at all. All right, let's put the shield on and see how long we survive and if the turtle takes damage. So that's what I want to look at. Oh god, it's shooting me right away. Yeah, so look at that. All cut. Oh, yup, I'm done. All turret focus directly at the player. Big difference. That's a big difference. Alright, so honestly, turtles have been nerfed into the ground. Their saddles were reduced, and now this, so I don't know. I don't think turtles are going to be real raid meta anymore. You really have to protect them, I think, now to use C4. But there is one thing that I did want to show you. Definitely never keep all of your turrets on, like, player only or one setting, because if you do, yep, they still do not shoot C4. So if it's on only players, it's not going to shoot the C4 off of the front of a turtle, and you can just use it right like that. So you have to make sure that you have it on multiple settings still, as it won't focus that. But anyway, Bronto without a box. Usually you would want to put a box so you don't get picked, but let's see how long I can survive. Nope, that's it. Shoot you right off the back of a Bronto. That is a big change as well. Alright, now, if it shoots you off the back of a golem, we're screwed for raids. I'll tell you that. I'm assuming this is what they meant to, like, keep as the turret soaker. Yeah. You even have a little bit of room to play with. Like, I could turn him a little bit, but it's still blocking him completely. Okay, so definitely golems still going to be the way to go. I would say even Brontos with a box on the back, but since they've reduced the armor that Brontos get, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for that too, I think. But that works. So yeah, you definitely just can't walk straight up. But I do want to take this golem at the other turret tower, the one in the water, and see if turrets at a higher angle can actually hit you off of this, because that is something I need to test. And then we also need to test out the Tuso. So we'll bring the Tuso over to that larger tower as well. Yeah, you can't really... You really have to be careful about where you're facing, and you cannot attack. Alright, just for fun, I figured we'd test this out. Oh, it's already shooting me. It is hitting my shield still. Trike. Its face is doing nothing. It is taking more damage or blocking more bullets, I feel. But, don't rely on this. It's not gonna work. I gotta have a little bit of fun with this at least. We can blow up the whole thing, right? All right, come on. You gotta give me a little bit of fun here. All right, let's get the Tuso all set up too. He's tweaking out, actually. Since he's here, let's see if those turrets from the top will shoot me off of Bronto. Now this is, of course, with those turrets still on the old settings, so we'll pull this up, see if we get shot. This is like a baseline. You'll kind of see when I change all the settings around how big of a difference it will make. Or maybe it won't, I don't know. But yeah, it's not shooting me off the back of this Bronto. I thought it may, but it is not. Okay, so let's get this switched around. Okay, so I've set these turrets on what I would set my own turrets on, I would think. So basically, a few of them are on players and tames, just in case somebody sends like something with C4 or something at it, and I want to see if the C4 gets shot off of this turtle by those turrets. So obviously, you want a mixture of the different ones. I've got just, I think, like one on each side on players and tames, and I've also got them on medium instead of high. That being, so like you can't just run it up like the yep, there we go. That one will be drained last, if you know what I mean, if it's on medium and the other ones are on high, so it'll always protect from someone rolling up with C4 like that. So okay, it did shoot the C4 out at it, and you weren't able to do what I did to the other turret tower. But now let's test out this golem. I want to bring him over, and we will see if height matters. That turtle is just gonna soak bullets. Actually, I should get him out of here. You're gonna ruin my test. Get out of here. Stop. Alright. Okay. It looks like the Bronto's drinking water. It's pretty funny. As I back up. Alright, so. Turrets not shooting me at all. Good. And if you turn for just a moment, it's over. Okay, so the big one that I want to test, the Tuso. Do you get shot off? The best underwater soaker. Because obviously I figured Mosasaur and Plesiosaur, you can just build a box on the back of them like a Bronto, and you don't have to worry about it. Okay, I don't have to angle myself anyway, in particular. Player doesn't seem to be taking any damage. Oh, no, I'm taking a little bit of damage. But, yeah, there we go. Tuso, you will not get shot off of. So, that's definitely going to make these a little bit stronger, I think. But anyway, I think that pretty much covers it. If you didn't know how turrets functioned, this will definitely help you out. And if you wanted to see how they function now after the update, I think this will be pretty much how they're going to work until the game releases. So I think it's a good thing to keep in mind. Now let's move to that new section of Ragnarok. We'll go over the other changes that they've made and do a flyover of all the new zones that they've added to that. Alright, now here we are in the new section of Ragnarok, and I gotta say, this spot is just as cool as the other parts of the map. It looks like they put just as much time into it, and it is, I don't know, it's really cool. This is the Wyvern Trench. So this is like the new Wyvern Trench area. I don't really know where the eggs are spawning. I've been trying to fly around and see that. I just see a lot of wyverns around. So I'd assume that there are eggs in this area, but this is a really weird shaped Wyvern Trench, one that we haven't seen before. So it's interesting, and I think it's like a cool kind of coastal area. So they've added a whole new area onto the, it's going to be the southwest of the map, and that's where we are now. So I'm going to just be flying over this area, and we'll just go over some of the changes that they've made to the game as I do a flyover. I think that's the best way to do it. There are a lot of cool spots in here, so I don't want to miss out on anything. Alright, so big change to all of you who liked fishing, going out and grabbing people with grappling hooks, bringing them back into turret range, and just collecting their loot. Players can now escape actually being grappled. If you cut it with something like a sword, I'd assume. I don't know what other weapons work with that, but that is a big change. A lot of people use that cheaty way to get people into turret range and easily take their stuff. Another change that they made is platform saddles now actually have a limit. You can only have 40 of them per tribe on a server, so I'm not sure how this is going to really change that big rating meta. 40 is still quite a bit to have with structures on it, but you can't just zerg a server with 80 platformed Brontos and just run up to people's bases. There is a limit now, and that limit's 40. Also, you can tame freaking Titan boas now, so that's something that we've been promised since the beginning, so pretty interesting, and definitely something I need to check out in the near future just to see how it all works. So another a little bit interesting change is eggs no longer fall through structures during rendering. Good luck with that. I bet you I'm still going to be finding eggs on the bottom floors of my bases, but I hope that this is the truth, because this will do a lot of good for kibble farms. Really cool one here actually. Crops can now be fertilized by pressing just E. So you can refill crops during raids. You can just run down your path of plant species and fill them all just using E. And that is a really, really cool change. Another one coming in on this update is the fact that storage boxes now indicate if they're full without having to open them. This also, I noticed, works with turrets. So you can actually see how many slots you have on open turrets, and you can see how many slots you have in storage boxes. Also, they corrected the spelling of scorpions. They changed the spelling of scorpions, which I guess was never right in the beginning, but heck, how many of you knew that? Now, the other thing that they did change, I don't know how this will make a difference for PvP and stuff like that, but they actually made the shotgun stronger. So they made it so that the shotgun uses, I think it was more pellets, or each pellet does more damage, or something along those lines. They made the cone smaller, so you can actually focus more of a better shot on people. And I don't know if that'll make the shotgun a better use in PvP, but we'll find out. And now the final one affecting a lot of bigger tribes, and I guess just larger alliances, I guess, but there are size limits now for tribes. You can only have 70 players per tribe and only 10 alliances per tribe. So that's quite a big difference from unlimited. So I think some people might have been kicked from tribes in that little change, but that's where we're going to stop for today for updates. I hope that these helped out, gave you a little insight onto what is going on in ARK and what has changed in the last patch. So if you like this video, definitely hit that thumbs up and or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and of course, we'll catch you next time.